You arrive not screaming, not crying, just falling through space in a pod too small to remember a whisper of a planet left behind and a mission you never asked for. The world you land on is quiet, covered in green, and the old man who finds you gives you a name. You don't understand the kindness, but you feel it. And for a while you're soft, but you weren't meant to be soft. Something burns in your blood, and it rises until one day the fury takes you too far, and after that your world turns black. When you wake again, the anger is gone, lost to a wound that never fully heals, and in its place grows something else. Curiosity, joy, a hunger that isn't violent. You climb trees and chase birds and laugh louder than the sky you train because it feels right, not because someone tells you to. Then another falls from the stars and tells you your name is not your name, that you're not from here and everything you've known is wrong. You fight him anyway because the people behind you matter more than the blood inside you, and when it's done, you die for them. You return, not because you're special, but because someone believed you should, and when you come back, you're stronger. You fight beings from other worlds, ones who destroy for fun, and you never fight for fun. You fight because you have to, because if you don't, someone else will die. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you win, but always you get back up bruised, broken, but smiling because pain is just the price of growth, and you've paid it more times than you can count. You find others like you, stronger, older, ruthless, and they tell you again, you are not of Earth. You are Saiyan warrior weapon, but you still don't listen. You protect, not conquer. You spare, not destroy. And that is your choice again and again. You face gods and monsters and versions of yourself, twisted by what could have been. And when you fall, your friends catch you, and when they fall, you rise for them. Time skips, your hair turns silver. Your body learns new truths. You unlock instincts so pure they feel alien. Even to you, you're faster than light. But still, pause to eat. You're stronger than time, but still worry about your sons. And somewhere in all this, you realize you've never really stopped being that boy in the mountains, still chasing the next opponent, still hoping they're strong enough to push you further, not because you want to win, but because you want to see what you could become. You are Goku, child of the stars, protector of Earth, friend of gods, rival of tyrants, student of the fight. And even after all this, you still haven't reached the end, because every time you break a limit, a new one appears and you smile because that's exactly how it should be. You have gone through more battles than stars in the night sky. From Frieza's laughter echoing across dying Namek to Cell's twisted games in the Ring of Earth. Every time someone told you it was impossible, you asked if they wanted to train. Every scar you bear is a lesson. Every friend you've met, a chapter Krillin, Piccolo, Vegeta, each one shaping you, sharpening you, reminding you that no one rises alone. You laughed with them, bled with them, saved them, and were saved by them. When the Dragon Balls glittered in the sky, you didn't wish for power. You wished for life, for a chance to keep going, to protect, to play, to test your limits. And still you smiled when your enemies rose again. Because you never saw enemies, only fighters. Only potential. They say you're naive, that you let your guard down. But the truth is, you've always believed that even the darkest power might still turn toward the light. And sometimes you were right. Majin Buu, once destruction itself, now a friend, now family. Vegeta, once a prince of death, now a rival, a father, a comrade who grits his teeth every time he saves you, and does it anyway. Your battles stretch through time, through dimensions, against shadow and God alike. And you always stand in the center, breathing hard, smiling, asking for more. Not because you want to hurt, but because you want to learn, because you want to grow. There was a tournament that brought gods together, a fight where mortals proved they belonged in the same breath as immortals, and you led that charge. with power drawn not from rage, but from stillness, from peace, from trust, ultra instinct, not something you took, something you earned. And still you never bragged, never claimed the throne. You simply bowed, thanked your teachers, and asked if you could go again. You are not perfect. You have failed. You have let danger grow too long. Let mercy carry too much weight. But those are your scars too, and they guide you, even when you don't speak of them. Gohan, your son, stronger than you in so many ways. And when you saw him rise, it wasn't fear you felt. It was joy. Pride, because that is the dream. Not to stay at the top, but to help others rise higher. You are the warrior who saves the universe before lunch, the fighter who apologizes to enemies for hitting too hard, the man who takes off his weighted clothes and changes history. And all the while you remain humble, not because you're pretending, but because power was never the goal. Just the path, just the game, just the joy of movement. And when you vanish at the end of a journey, it's not to escape, it's to train, to explore, to prepare for whatever comes next. And when they call your name again, you will come, with a smile, with your fists up, and with love in your heart, because you are Son Goku, the strongest, kindest, most stubborn guardian this universe never knew it needed. And you're not done yet, not even close. But this is not end of the story. There is another thrilling character out there that it's way worse. Trust me, it's wild. Check out the next video and see for yourself.